All right, my chess champions, welcome back to another video. Here's our progress so far. So we're up to 1590, which is pretty good. Some ups, some downs, and there's going to be more ups and downs as we continue our journey, so be ready for that. But today we're going to do something a little different, as I'm going to explain right now. Today we're going to do some puzzles. So we are continuing the brush off the dust like a 1700 player series. But when you're trying to get back into the game, get back into your skills, you're not just going to only play games, you're also going to do puzzles. You're also going to watch content on openings, end games, middle game ideas, all those sorts of things. So I'm going to also kind of chronicle those as I go through. So today we're going to do some Puzzle Rush, but on survival mode. So just no time pressure at all. And I'm going to show you guys kind of like what I think about going through these things. And it should be fun. So let's get started. I'm going to start a stopwatch on my end to see kind of how long this takes. The first time I did this, it took way too long. So I'm going to talk less and solve more puzzles. And we'll go through the first few pretty quick. So let's get started. Okay, so the first few are usually just like checkmates in one. So this is checkmate. So here is checkmate. Here, checkmate. Well, yeah, okay. Just back rank. Boom. Okay, checkmate. Checkmate. I'm drawing these out just so it's not too fast for you guys. So if I just move and then it's gone. Okay, this one I think is multi-move. I think we go check, king moves, then maybe double check, king moves, checkmate. That's actually fairly hard. Oh, okay, they don't make you do it. All right. Just mate in one. Okay, we have this bishop here, so we have check, and then takes, and then mate. Okay, we're on puzzle number 9 now. So we have a check, and then here, and then we have a discovery, where I think we can then win the rook. And we also prevent this pawn from queening. And we take it. Okay, puzzle number 10. So I believe the way these work on chess.com is like every 5, the difficulty increases. Someone correct me if you know otherwise. But these should start to get a little harder soon. Okay, this one's a little tricky. So you always want to look at checks and captures. So this move, knight to f3 check, is something you should consider. It looks dumb because, well, the queen's just going to capture. But sometimes that check gives you an opportunity to do something else. So in this case, it is the correct first move. And then you have to find the follow-up. And the follow-up move is queen to h2 checkmate. All right. Okay, so this is a mate in 2, white to play. See if you can find it. First move, queen to f6 check. Only move for black is king to h7. And then you have to find the mate there. Okay, they didn't make you do it. It would have been rook to the corner, would have been checkmate. I guess I should show the whole line before I play the moves because sometimes they move on. Okay, next one, puzzle number 12. We're at 3:30 on the clock. So checks and captures. So this check looks enticing, but I don't see a follow-up. If they go here, then we have some discoveries, but if they go king g8, I mean, I guess we get like a follow-up. I don't know. This one's tough. I mean, there's no loose pieces. These are all defended. The queen is the only loose piece. I mean, yeah, material is even overall. I actually don't know. For the sake of the video, I'm just going to play the check just to keep this moving along. But I would normally sit here and really think it out. Okay. I mean, we have another check. I don't see what it accomplishes. But let's play it. Okay. And then what's the fall? I guess you go for perpetual here. I guess that's okay. Kind of weird. Puzzle number 13. So this is mate in 2, white to play. See if you can find it. Go ahead and pause if you want. First move, queen h7 check. Only move, king to f8. And then queen to f7, mate. 1, 2. This is a very common pattern in Puzzle Rush. You go queen f7 check, king to the corner, and then you mate them on the back rank. Check. Although sometimes you need to look, like sometimes the queen will be guarding the square, but in this case we just go straight. Okay. Puzzle 15. We're at 6 minutes on the clock. Usually I make it into the 30s, so I'll try to maybe go a little quicker. Checks and captures. If you take on b2, check. If the king doesn't take, you're going to mate them on a1. So they pretty much have to take. You have pressure from this bishop. So queen takes, bishop takes b2, king takes b2. Queen to a2 check. If they go back, they get mated, but if they come here, I'm not sure I see the mate. Okay, let me look at this a little more. Okay, this is a nice one. So go ahead and pause, see if you can find it. This is bishop takes b2 is the first move, but see if you can find the whole line. The whole line is bishop takes b2, king takes b2, queen to a2 check, king to c3. Then you have to find the checkmate here. There's a checkmate in 2. It's hard to find. If you can find the first move, you found the whole thing. So go ahead and pause if you want, and now I'm going to play it on the board. Dang, they didn't let me show it. Again, I should have showed it with the arrows, but the move would have been queen back to a4, and then our bishop would be here, our queen would be here, their king would be here. So you kind of have this like slice checkmate pattern. Sorry about that. Now, despite getting a correct score on that last puzzle, I actually didn't quite solve it right. So let's take a look really quick. So the first couple moves were correct. So bishop takes, check. King takes, queen to a2 check. If the king comes back, we just have a mate on a1. Checkmate. If the king comes up to c3, in this position, I thought there was still a pawn on b2 in my head as I was visualizing, which was incorrect. So I thought that queen to a5 check would force this pawn to come up, and then we take it with mate. So I thought that's why it was a mate in 2. But actually, as you can see, there clearly isn't a pawn here. I miscalculated. So it's actually mate in 1 here. So you can pause if you want to try to find the move. And the move is queen to a3 checkmate. All right, so that's it. Brushing off a little bit of dust. All right, back to the video. Okay, puzzle 16. Mate in 1, I believe. Checks and captures. We have knight to f3, knight to h3 check. If you go knight h3, they just take, so probably not that. Or they could take this way too. Oh, sorry, we're in check, so we have to deal with that. So it's a question of, are we going to take this way, take this way? Doesn't matter. Does it matter? I think it does matter. Ooh, it definitely matters. Someone, if you want, go ahead and pause. Tell me what's wrong with taking with this rook. See if you can see what's wrong with that move. Yeah, what's wrong with it is white has mate in 1 with queen to c8. So you need to take with the f rook, so you create a escape square. Now the question is, do we block or not? I don't know. I mean, they're gonna take you here, and then we recapture. Or if we go here. Wow, actually, I'm not sure. I would normally take more time, but I think for the video, we're at 9 minutes. So if you go here, they do have this check, but then you can actually become very solid this way. Actually, yeah, I think we go rook d8 because then we have a tempo on the queen, which is going to prevent them from taking this rook. Right, and then we can, okay, cool. Okay, checks and captures. We have queen to c2 check, king to c8. It'd be tempting to just go straight and be like, oh, we just checkmate him, but you gotta watch out for this. So it's going to be queen to c2 check, king to the corner, and then now the back rank is weak, and you can go queen to d1. They're going to block, and then you take, and it's mate. Boom, boom, boom. All right. 10 minutes in. Okay, this should be 15 minutes or so. Okay, so white's threatening to queen. If we take, white's king has to go here, which blocks queening, which is good. And then I think we can come back and then win this pawn, and then make it queen. Okay. Didn't have to show it, but I think that was the idea. If you guys are enjoying the video so far, drop a like and let me know down below. Are you liking this format? Do you want to see more videos where I solve puzzles like this? Or do you just want to see me playing games? And in general, is there anything I could do to make the series more fun, more entertaining, more educational? Let me know down in the comments below. I will read all the comments and your feedback is appreciated. All right, back to the video. Okay, the back rank is weak here. So maybe checks and captures again. So queen c1. And by the way, if you don't know, the reason you look for checks and captures is because they're the most forcing moves, and usually that's the answer to tactical puzzles. Okay, yeah, so queen f8 check. If they take, they're going to get mated because this is going to promote. They go back, and we take mate. Hope that makes sense. But they could also go back immediately. I guess not, because then our rook takes. So, yep, queen c1 check. Okay. We're white. Okay. Does this lead to mate? So I'm noticing the king is very boxed in by the knight, by the rook. The knight also supports some potential checks, and the knight is supported this way. So I think it's just a pretty quick mate, like so. So rook f6, okay. Back rank is weak, so checks and captures. The sacrifice looks like it's going to work. We take, they take. Because of this rook, we can actually go rook to b8, checkmate. So yeah, queen takes, king takes. Rook here, we're going to take their queen in a second, but all right. Okay, we have a fork here. This bishop is hanging. Yeah, I think we just take. What does the queen do after we take? Does it have any good moves? Not really. I think we just take. Okay. I'm looking for safe squares. Could also go here. Well, I think we want to go here to keep protection of the d5 pawn. Oh, all right. We'll look at that one after. I would have thought about that more if it was just me, but you know, trying to keep this video not too long. So, okay, white has a very strong threat of queen h8 checkmate, which is basically unstoppable, which means what? It means we have to create a stronger counter threat. So, how do we do that? Oh, well, actually, there might be a way to thwart this plan. It's sort of expensive, but I think it's necessary. So, yeah, my first idea was, okay, this is unstoppable. We need to find an alternate checkmate. So then I started looking like, do I have any sort of checks? Not really. You know, there's no way really for the rook to get in. Everything's too slow. Like I could go here, then I just get mated immediately. So then I thought, well, okay, maybe there is a way to facilitate this check. But I need to buy myself time. So what if I go rook h5? That stops this mate because now the rook covers it. It does lose the rook immediately. So rook h5, queen has to take basically. And then we can go queen to e5 and basically trade and take, and then we're up a little bit of material and we've solved the problem of we were about to lose immediately. So I think that is the move. Yep. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to split the video right here. If you want to catch the second half, I'm going to link to it down in the comments below or somewhere here on the screen. If you're finding this series valuable, the Brush Off the Dust like a 1700 player series, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot.